the champion.
I'm trying to figure out if Holly's actually doing this because she's not here. She's just doing this because she's an awesome snack. She's in this house. That's suggested.
For the fight of the ages was assembled in a place. The angels came in splendor from a star. The saints that had gone before were there, Jeremiah, Enoch, and Job. They were singing the song of Zion on David's harp. The demons arrived defensive and vile, cursing and blaspheming God, followed by their trophies, dead and gone. They are holy and Pharaoh tormented and vexed and grieved, waiting for their judgment from the throne. And then chills swept through the mammoth crowd, and the demons screamed as the sordid vulgar repulsive ancestors fell. Now the prancing hands held high, draped in a swirling shroud, controlled by demons, Satan ascending from heaven. Then Satan cringed the center alone, the demons reeled in pain, as a swelling hourglass sang thunder rolled. The surge of light beyond intense, illuminating universe, in resplendent glory, appeared the Son of God. God the Father will oversee the doom. Opening the book of life, each grandstand hushed it all, as majestically said, now here's the rules. They will be wounded for their transgressions, bruised for iniquities. When he said by his stripes they're healed, the devil shook. He screamed, "This is my specialty." God said, "You shut your face out of the book." Then the Father looked at his only Son and said, "You know the rules. Your blood will cleanse their sin and calm their fears." Then he pointed his finger at Satan and said, "And I know you know the rules. You've been twisting them to deceive my people for years." Satan cried, "I'll kill you, Christ, if you let me hold this breath." The demon squeezed. Satan jeered. Jesus said, "Go ahead, make my day." The devils roared in victory, the saints shocked and perplexed, as wounds appeared upon his hands and feet. Then Satan kicked him in his side, and blood and water flowed. And they waited for the 10 count of defeat. God the Father turned his head, his tears announcing Christ was dead. The 10 count would proclaim the battle's end. Then Satan trembled through his sweat in unexpected horror. Yet, as God started to count by saying, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
What you saw here was a simple representation of a battle that did take place a long time ago. This fight was the most important event that ever happened in history because it made it possible for us to go to heaven and be with Jesus. We've all done some bad things. The Bible calls those bad things sin. Sin cannot enter heaven. What Jesus did by winning this battle and dying and coming back to life was he defeated death and sin and was able to pay the penalty that we owed so we could go to heaven because of what Jesus did. And to do that, all we have to do is say to Jesus, I'm a sinner. Please forgive me and please come and be the Lord, the leader of my life. And if we do that, then we'll be on our way to heaven. And God did all the hard work for us. He did the fighting for us. We don't have to fight anymore. We still see the struggle between good and evil. But the battle's already been won. And thank God. Because we're victors. We're victors in this fight. And sometimes we still struggle. But if we give it over, our lives over to Jesus, then He'll help us through that. He won't necessarily fix everything all at once, but He'll help us through everything. Sometimes He calms the storm, and sometimes He just takes us through it. So if we trust Him, then that's all we need to do. If you've never done that before, please come talk to one of us. And we'd like to show you how to enter into that life, into the eternal life. Because every one of us dies one day. Except our spirit is going to live on in eternity somewhere. And we make that choice, burning or not burning. And we need to make that choice. And to not make a choice is not an option. So please, if you've never made that choice to make Jesus Lord of your life, please come talk to one of us. We'd love to talk to you, or pastor, or any of the leadership here. We'd love to talk to you and show you about this. We'll give you a Bible if you don't have one. And, let's all be one happy family up in heaven one day. All right, thank you for your attention. Again, if you haven't made that decision, please come talk to one of us, and we'll talk you through it.